A Tulsa native, Wayman Tisdale was the youngest of 6 born to the Reverend Lewis and Deborah Tisdale. At the age of 8, his father gave him a Mickey Mouse guitar. Music was Tisdale's first love.
From the very beginning, he was a special guy. Always had this big smile on his face. I think he was born with a smile. The smile and the hands were the biggest things on his body, I think. Growing up with him was a joy. He, myself, and William, who were the younger siblings, had great times of fun. One of the things he always liked to do was play an instrument. So even when we didn't have instruments, we pretended like we had instruments. So the 3 of us would be in our home where our parents and were at work, and we would travel from room to room. So each room was a different city. And so we would pretend we were in Philadelphia in one room, we would do a performance there, move to another room and we're in New York City, and move to another room, we're in Texas somewhere, just having a great time singing, playing, and having fun. Because he was the youngest, we probably took a little advantage of him most of the time because we had that opportunity to do that. But he was not always the smallest. But because he was the youngest, he fit that role. And so we let him know oftentimes that, we were the big brothers and we were in charge.
Following a growth spurt of 24 inches during junior high, he found his place as the tallest player in the lineup for Carver Middle School's basketball team. He continued to hit the hardwood during high school at Booker T. Washington, and upon graduation already had committed to the University of Oklahoma and Coach Billy Tubbs.
We haven't had an offensive and defensive scheme that we wanted to install. And in order for that scheme to work, especially offensively, we needed a certain type of player. And Wayman was the perfect fit for our offensive and defensive schemes, and especially our offensive scheme, because it all spun off of our ability to throw the ball inside and have a guy in there that could score. So in seeing him for the first couple of times, I knew that he was the perfect fit, if there is a perfect fit for that position. And as a person, just meeting Wayman and visiting with Wayman, but when you meet Wayman, you meet the whole family. And so it was, it was obvious that this was a family that you like to have in your family, because, we're family oriented in all of our basketball teams at the University of Oklahoma and every place I've coached for that matter. But certainly, you didn't just get Wayman, you got the whole family, and what a great family. And Wayman's just a spin-off of that whole family, which was great moral values, great values of all kinds, and such gracious people. And so, you knew that you not only had a potential great player on the floor, but you also knew you had a great human being.
As a Sooner, Tisdale averaged 25.6 points and 10.1 rebounds per game. He was the first freshman to be named to the Associated Press First Team All-America list and was named Big 8 Conference Player of the Year after each season. He was the first Sooner to ever have his jersey retired and earn an Olympic gold medal in the sport during his college career. Tisdale was drafted by the Indiana Pacers of the NBA in 1985 and played 12 seasons with the Pacers, Kings, and Suns before returning to music full-time. As an award-winning jazz musician, Tisdale's albums hit Billboard's top 10 more than once. While earning accolades on stage and in the studio, he learned that a cyst discovered below his right knee was cancerous. Following exhaustive treatment, his leg was amputated, and he proudly displayed his love for crimson and cream. Although he lost his battle earlier this year, his optimism, perseverance, and trademark smile continue to provide comfort to his family and friends.